Hi everyone, welcome back. We got some more Trails of Cold Steel. Last time I decided to switch to the dub way too late into the game, and realized that I preferred and immersed myself more when the words people are saying out loud, I know what they are without having to read them, which tends to happen. Also, all of the comedy writing that may be included in this will actually have a chance to land. Anyway, today we have some things to do. We have some quests to take out, particularly a highway monster and two of these things. We're gonna start with crying over loss of milk. Apparently the milk is missing. Tragic. Are you vanilla? Yes, yes. My daughter Mint attends Thor's too. Oh, look at that. So we basically helped out the entire family. Isn't that great? All of you have terrible quests. The whole lot of you. I was making dinner like I usually do, being, you know, a mother, a housewife, and an anime character. And I would try to make something different. Used an ingredient. When I did, an odor pungent enough to burn off your eyelashes came out of the pot. Well, my survival instincts were telling me to, you know, somebody to air out the room. So I left the door open, try to get the smell out. While it was open, milk seems to have gotten out. You know, this sure is a rough situation. Yet another edition of a quest, but bad. In today's edition, it's bad. Let's get going. I must make progress while I complain about it. Otherwise, you know, I'm doing it wrong. It's not going to be the arms. Hold on, let me pull up this guide instead. Go near the Rower Institute of Technology. Okay. That's no problem. The Institute of Technology is... it's somewhere. I sure don't remember. I think it might be around the bend. Ah, yes, here. Thought that was the cat. You fucking cat. I'm gonna have you... I'm gonna interact with you and you're gonna immediately fucking leave. Yep. These things are designed to waste my time and we must continue. Let's see. Take the escalator and go down and go to the entrance of Devance's Diner. How about I just warp to General Goods, pop out, and then look for the diner. It's right there. You! I've had enough of you. Man, there sure is a lot of words you have to say here. I'm sorry. If these quests were worth a damn, they'd be voice acted. And as you know, since they didn't, that clearly means the developers don't care about it. This is not debatable. Not in any way at all. You could try, but I have no interest in discussing it further. That's fucked up. We have to search a motherfucking train for this thing? you. I will eviscerate you. I'm sure we learned a valuable lesson here, didn't we? What do you mean we did? What do you mean this was just 5 minutes, just gone, never to return? Oh man. Oh man. Ah, yes, we got to go to the arms building. No, there's probably yeah, there's an NPC in here. Must be the students from Thor's. As you know, my name's Sandy, Second Factory Firearms. It's an honor. As you might have gathered, I need help testing a new kind of firearm. Specifically, I require the assistance of someone familiar with firearms. Yeah. So it's a unit that goes on a firearm. Defeat a number of dancing owls. 10. God, this is the most MMO ass quest there is. I can respect the hustle. Marcus. I haven't given him a W in a while. Phantom SG-0. So we gotta go to the Sachin mountain area. Alright, he has the Phantom SG-0 on. It's already a better weapon. Okay, here's the plan. I'll see you guys when we're done. I mean, that's the only way this makes sense. Gotta maximize our time. Hey, what's up, man? I finished it up. There's nothing worth mentioning except the times that the characters would end up doing more damage than expected, and sometimes the Reen's counterattack would happen and make it so that he would kill enemies that I was supposed to, but, you know, after about 10 minutes, we got it done. I see ya. Good. How did it feel? The shot's trajectory was stable, making it easier to aim at stuff. It was a significant improvement over any other shotgun I've used. I haven't used it on human targets yet, though, but that's for later. Made me appreciate the quality of. Is this a fucking commercial? Machias just really likes the motherfucking cup noodle. Okay, like. Your testing helps us take a big step toward completion. Here's your reward. Mechanics goggles. By the way, keep the gun. Well, now that that's dealt with, the only thing left is the Norsha Highway Monster. It's a Hydra. But I would be remiss if we didn't actually look at the things we got. Prevents blind and 100 EP. We'll put that on. Grail Locket prevents all abnormal status except for KO. Yeah, Grail Locket is absolutely something that I remember having in Trails the Third. You kind of do healing, right? Yeah, you kind of do some heal stuff, so. A gem made. Prevents sleep, faint, nightmare, confused. What we'll do, we'll put on Grail Locket. I know there was a new thing I got there that I just moused over. Never gonna know what it was. Never, ever, ever. That shit is done. That said, I'm just gonna put a couple of gladiator things on you and just scoop. She's just gonna wreck shop. Let's head to the Norsha Highway. The reason I cut getting that quest done should be obvious. That shit would be boring as hell to commentate over. Also, we kind of want to make good progress each episode because we're at the point where plot is thickening. And I'm very excited about that. All we got to do is take this thing out, and then we get to see what the bulk of the main shit is going to go down when it comes to this field study. Unless there's like another day. Oh, God. You know, that just took all the wind out of my sail. No, we'll see. Landing right where the railway military police wouldn't think to look. I'd be on the Academy's board of directors, still kind of feel wary of them. Yeah, we gotta... Let's not worry about potential problems beyond the enemy that we have to go murder. That's your Hydra. Kind of just looks like a Nanta from SMT. Let's see what we can do here. All right, everyone's healed up. Everyone has max CP because, as you can see, fighting those owls built a lot of points. Let's do it.
This one's dangerous.
Here we go.
Stay on your toes.
Of course, there's multiple.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I like her voice in the dub maybe the most. I don't know, just it's like perfect casting in terms of sound for her. They really nailed that. Well, what can we do in terms of support and stuff? We can up speed. This is gonna hit a couple people.
Activate. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna be highly mobile and damaging.
I can do this.
All right, we're gonna quickly antidote B.
Thanks.
Leave it to me.
Let's see, burst drive. That's just speed up. We can do petrification shell.
Locked and loaded. Walking away.
Okay.
What do we got on you? Bullet cyclone.
1, 2. Now.
Burst
Let's get this over with.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Take this.
There.
Go.
Ultimate shot.
I hope you're ready. You're finished.
Give him the whole payload.
Go.
this can only hit one at a time, then this one, it has no bad status effect on it.
Flames?
Oh no, it hit multiple. I just can't see because I'm stupid.
Fire!
Fire!
This is my
Put him down.
turn.
That one's super stupid.
Here we go.
Okay, that one's gonna kill itself through burns. So focus this one down.
I've got you.
Yep.
I'll handle it.
Go.
Yay, you got put to sleep, so this'll work.
I've got you.
Leave it to me. Now.
Broken.
My turn.
I can do this. Fire! Now.
Go.
And back to max
I'll
bravery.
handle it. Now.
Gotcha.
Phew. I suppose that went well enough.
Sure, we're alive.
God, what a mistake I made listening to the sub. I wouldn't say the Japanese voice track was necessarily terrible or anything, but it wasn't anything amazing. And if they saved all the good performances for the end, well, zoink Scoob, I'm sorry. Having the incidental dialogue actually being able to be something I can understand is a big boost. Well, we dealt with the monster. Where are we looking? Okay, we just stay to this direction. And up. Hold on.
Eat that. Eat that.
Good work.
Okay.
Go.
Go! Oh, shit. Whoa. Yeah, these are the archaisms. Yeah, we need to get this done. Every second counts on a fire. Oh my! This is a big boy. This won't be any problem. We just gotta take out the trail's equivalent of 100 gunner.
Come on then.
Let's get going with it. All right, immediately. That's the best news I could
It's
ask
my turn.
for.
My turn.
Right. Go. Let's finish
Get
off.
him.
Yeah.
Leave it to me. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
My turn.
burst? Nah, drive. Drive works out.
Arcus activate. Yeah.
Speed him up.
It's my turn. Huh. Now.
Beam arms. Oh, ho, ho, not
Gotcha.
great.
Hang in there.
Thanks.
My turn.
Let's have you just pop that.
It's my turn.
Oh, this downs defense.
How about this? Go!
Broken.
Here we go.
Right.
You know, you could probably use a heal.
Arcus activate.
Here we go. Ha! Now's our chance.
Nice.
I've got you. Ha! My turn.
Go.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of CP. Fee's getting a lot
Right.
of CP pretty damn fast.
I'll handle it.
Go. Ha!
It's my turn.
Go. Ha!
Leave it to me.
Eat that.
My turn. Here we go.
All right, another 8,000.
My turn.
We have
Right.
slowed you down to a crawl now, haven't we?
It's my turn. Now.
Go.
All right, we're gonna get
turn.
our 5th point guaranteed. Oh, we got it here.
I've got you.
Well, we're gonna do our.
Leave it to me.
We're gonna do our big move right now. Burst
Finish
Salt.
off.
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, yeah. My turn.
My turn.
You're so screwed.
I can do this. Now.
Go. Flames, gather on my blade.
This is my.
And that's all she wrote.
All right. Let's keep on moving.
I did it.
Yeah, more of that.
Oh, that takes care of that hunk of junk. You guys are something else. Actually beat that thing. Thought I recognized that uniform. Must be the students from the military academy. Thank goodness you're all right. Mission complete. Looks that way. Are you all unharmed? Yeah? Yeah, we did a tank buster on him. He couldn't deal with it. With the railway military police on the scene, the situation was under control in no time. They swept through, clearing out the remaining archaisms and extinguishing the fires, bringing an end to the incident. Looks like everything should be all right now. Sounds like all the people who are still inside are safe at least. The RMP sure have earned their reputation. Certainly have a newfound appreciation for their capabilities. But I suppose I should have expected no less from an organization under the Chancellor's control. All's well that ends well. But still, this has the terrorist signature all over it. Sure seems that way. Yep, I don't know why they wouldn't show up in person though. Yeah, it makes me wonder what they were trying to accomplish. Hello, Claire, with your very large pants. We're happy everyone made it out. That said, it doesn't excuse your actions. It was fortunate you were able to defeat it without backup, but I don't appreciate that you ran in there without waiting for us. You could have been hurt or worse. Try to gain an understanding of crisis unfolding here, then do your best to stay out of it. I told you that. I was even wearing something cute. I realize that, but I'm afraid I can't turn a blind eye to it, especially not when lives are on the line. We have the power to save someone, we don't use it to do that. What kind of people would that make us? That's why even if you reprimand me, I won't regret us doing what we did. I'll also probably do it again. Alright. No one was injured, so I'm willing to overlook your rashness this time. But I'd suggest being a bit more cautious. Alright. Glare. Do we have any idea where that came from? Terrorists may be the prime suspects, but we didn't see any of them inside. We're wondering the same thing. So we did a little digging, and it seems they were brought into the factory in shipping containers. Not just recently, over 3 months ago. That would mean they'd be sitting in the factory since late June, back when we went to the Nord Highlands. And roughly a month before the Imperial Liberation Front announced themselves to the world. We neglected to consider the possibility ourselves. So today's incident was planned that far in advance. Appears that way. Their leader is frighteningly cunning. But compared to the others, we still haven't turned up much on him. Suspect he was responsible for planning what has happened here as well. You're talking about C, right? Isn't that the guy you fought in the Capitol? That's him. Exceptional strength and a calculating intellect. We're up against a real beast. Leave everything to us, though. Suggest you get back to the study. Wait a minute. There's no sign of the provincial army. By now, they should be well aware that, their factory was on fire. I forgot about them. Oh no, it's time for a power play. The terrorists have hit the mine. I feared as much. All units withdraw. We're heading to the Sashin iron mine. Send a message to HQ. We need 12 companies from the surrounding area here inside of 2 hours. What's going on? Not sure, but from the sounds of things, the mine we were in yesterday was attacked by terrorists. Sounds like we better shake a leg. What the hell? Whoa. There's a lot of smoke. That's how you know it's bad. Smoke's pouring out all over the place. Can't see too far like this. Did the terrorists set fire to something? Looks like it's been put out, but something still seems off. So the terrorists decided to strike here rather than the military factory. Over there by the entrance. Looks like they're having a conflict of some sort. Also, the provincial army is stopping people from getting in. Because they're the bad guys and have always been painted the bad guys since near the beginning of the game. There has not been one point where I looked at these guys and went, okay, they're here, that's a positive thing. And that's why you're standing out here twiddling your thumbs, because of a hostage situation. They have an objective in mind here. We can't allow them to buy any more time. And as the first ones on the scene, the provincial army has taken it upon themselves to set up a blockade. At least that's what it looks like at first glance. The army is too well prepared. No matter how you look at it, they've got to be in on it. Look at all that smoke. That's what they want you to think. But chemtrails and shit, guys. What? If that's true, that means the provincial army has some other reason for blockading the mine. Maybe something to do with Reinford's first factory. That makes the timing of this look pretty suspect. Almost like there's something they're trying to hide. And that means they sealed off the mine to give them time to dispose of it. Makes a fair bit of sense. But what could they be trying to hide? No way to say for sure. What I can say, though, is that it's pretty likely the miners are in danger. Need to find some way to help them. Alright, well, let's go back and think about it. Please warp me back. Thank you. Thank God.
Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here.
If it's true that the terrorists are working with the Noble faction, then it seems likely their aim is to eliminate the evidence of whatever they've been hiding in the first factory.
But did they really have to go this far? The iron mine is owned by His Majesty the Emperor himself, right?
That's right. The province of Nortia is tasked with managing it while Reinford mines, refines, and processes the iron. And iron is the single most vital natural resource to this nation's continued survival. If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a heavy blow to the entire country, including the nobles themselves.
So I guess the question is just whether the Noble faction and the terrorists realize that or not. Sounds to me like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is.
Yep. The terrorists seem like they're basically all commoners, too. They're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy.
And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
Oh, hello.
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up eventually.
Well, we had to test the sidecar, obviously.
Spike is just full of surprises. He made the trip to Ruhr in 7 hours. So, speed-wise, we're looking great. Comfort, though, we're gonna have to tweak a few things.
I swear, you two never change. Kinda figured TLoH wouldn't be able to make it, too.
Yeah, she's working on gathering a boatload of information, though. She said she'd be in touch if she finds anything out.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
Could someone tell me what's going on?
You seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure it's the same thing we're investigating.
Does this have something to do with those family affairs you told me you were worried about?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be right on the money.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first factory...
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner, yeah. Seems like it might do us both some good to swap info. How about it?
Now let's find a better place to talk.
They're dumping iron onto the black market?
Yeah. The amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now.
Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that.
Well, that would explain why the figures don't add up.
And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel...
That makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there.
Man, TLoH put all the pieces together on her own?
I'd expect no less from my beloved Toa.
She poured over everything. Reinford's yearly sales figures, government reports on the mine's productivity. You name it. That's how she picked up on the discrepancy.
She's really something else.
Iron ore being sold off the black market, accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking? Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at?
This is just a bit of speculative math on my part. But I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torum, which is enough to build 2,000 oxen tanks.
2,000?
That's practically an army.
The Saxon iron mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, it's going to add up to a lot of iron real quick.
But what are they planning to do with all of it? Is the noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret?
They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks. And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leans toward the reformist faction.
You need all kinds of complicated technology to make even a basic tank. It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work.
So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit? I don't know how likely that is. Seems like deals that big would be too easy to trace.
Okay, so setting aside the ore itself for a moment, now that you know this, and given what's happening in Ruhr right now, what were the two of you planning on doing?
Oh. It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory, and the provincial army is blockading the mine. There's no way my family isn't involved. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess. I'm a Ragnar. I might not be a great daughter, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on without putting up a fight.
Angie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're seriously gonna go talk to your old man about this?
Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word I said. Same goes for the provincial army. I'd just be wasting my breath. That's why I'm planning on sorting out this mess myself. I used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place like the back of my hand. As long as I can find my way inside, I think I can handle the terrorists well enough.
I figured you'd say something like that.
Honestly, does nothing faze you?
In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along.
We can look at this as a test of how to best respond to a sudden crisis. Looking at it from that perspective, I think it fits neatly within the scope of our field study. Don't you?
Yeah, after hearing all that, I don't want to let them have their way.
Agreed.
I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too. I feel like I have a duty to do something about it.
Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back me up anyway. Whatever help you can give, I'll take it.
Well, that's that.
The next thing we need to consider is how to slip into the mine without the provincial army taking notice. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer in charge to talk with her, but...
So, what, we sneak inside while she's distracting them?
I don't know. That sounds a little overly simplistic to work.
Leave finding our way in to me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help us out.
She could, but would she?
Well, if you think so.
Alright, I'll leave securing an alternate route to you then. For now, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything else about my family's or the provincial army's involvement here. George, give Toa a call and see if you can find out what the Imperial government is doing about all this.
Gotcha. I'll see if I can turn up any machinery that might be useful too.
This is starting to feel like last year's field studies all over again.
Zoom! We should get going. Your mom should be back at the HQ by now, right? I think so. Sharon said she'd be in around noon. Did that bitch just say ja? She'd be like, ja! On the blacklist later, Hosen. Like, what are you doing? Hey! We're worried. Heard you left the city. Oh, the mine stuff. I was hoping to talk with my mom about that. She returned a bit ago. Would you like to set up an appointment? It's my mother. I would hope that I did. Fucking whatever. Yeah, let's get going. Floor 23. Elevator. That's fine. We got the quest done. I'll wait. Ugh. I was this close to having a stroke. Where do they want me to turn this in? Granted, it's a main quest, but I'm still scared. You defeated the monster. Not too shabby for students. Keep up with the good work. 800 Sepith Mass. Don't get involved in matters that don't concern you. Don't worry. I will not get into matters that don't concern me or cause you problems. Alright, now let's do what we can to get involved in their business and cause them problems. We just double check. Yep, those are checked. Those will be circled later. Let's go. This is the part where someone in the comments would be like, actually, you don't have to worry since it's the main quest, it would just auto-do for you. But I'm always scared. I had one point where shit got crossed off and...
everyone. I've been waiting for you.
I had a quest in Trails in the Sky, I think the first one, where they scratched off the quest because I fucked up, and ever since then, I've been petrified.
I knew it.
Like the rising of the sun.
I see how it is. You're taking Rhineford's side again, huh?
As long as I wear this uniform, I'm simply a humble maid of the Rhineford household. You, the chairman, and Master Gwyn are all deeply important to me.
Thanks, I think. Show us in then.
Of course.
Bring them in.
As you wish.
Mother, we need to see you.
Excuse us.
I apologize for canceling our dinner plans last night, but it's looking unlikely I'll be able to join you tonight either.
No, that's fine. We understand.
It's hardly surprising given the current circumstances.
I'm not sure what's keeping you so busy, considering you haven't even managed to fulfill one of your most basic duties.
My lady.
The miners who work at Saxon are employees of this company. With the Provincial Army barricading the mine and refusing to budge, those miners are at the mercy of the terrorists. I assume you've issued a formal objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Not on behalf of the company, no. It sounds like Director Heidel Ragnar of the First Factory has requested something be done as a formality, but nothing more.
That's it? The First Factory has been dumping huge amounts of ore onto the black market for years now. Don't even try and tell me you haven't noticed it.
Of course I've noticed. Being unable to bring the First Factory in line allowed that to happen, and that's my failure, I admit. But think, if we assume the terrorists aren't acting alone here, what good would it do to issue an objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Well...
There are many possible outcomes to this crisis, and we must be prepared for all of them. We need to consider the possibility that the terrorists may set off an explosive in the mine, and how to respond to that. This is a global company. Measures will need to be put in place to protect stock prices, taking Crossbell into account too.
She's got a point. Anything that affects the Rhineford company is going to indirectly affect a lot of people's lives.
Correct. The Rhineford Group is its own entity with its own role to fill. And the Provincial Army and the RMP are acting in accordance with their purpose. And one might even say the same of the terrorists. Action with a purpose. That's what keeps the world in motion. So tell me, what's your purpose?
Well...
If you get what I'm saying, I suggest you leave. I expect the explosion at the military factory is the extent of the damage the terrorists will cause here. I'll give you several additional tasks. I suggest you work on those for the remainder of the day. And considering the situation here, I think it'd be best if you leave Ruhr tomorrow morning. You have my permission as a sitting director on the Academy's board.
But
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to keep making the same mistakes anymore.
Oh?
All my life, I've turned a blind eye to what was going on right in front of me. I did it when you drove Grandfather out and took his position as chairman. And I did it when Father died and you let work become your life. All along, you've been working to build the company bigger, and all along, I just looked the other way. But in our field studies at Thor's, I've seen the imbalances and injustices of the world crop up over and over again. But even with that, I, and all of us, really, have to face that head on. And that's exactly what we've been doing. You asked what our purpose is. After 6 months at the Academy, that's my answer.
Well said.
Agreed.
That's why this time, I don't plan on backing down. You need to hear the truth, and I need to be the one to tell you. As your daughter, as your family, and above all, as someone who's watched the Reinford Company grow ever since I was a little girl. Mother, you're running this company the wrong way.
My lady.
Can I assume you, in your infinite wisdom, are planning to tell me the correct way to run my company?
Naturally, but I still need more experience before I can do that. I promise you, though, that by the time I graduate from the Academy, I'll show you how this company should be run. As someone who just might succeed you as the chairman someday, I should be able to do at least that much.
It's one thing to make a promise. It's quite another to live up to it. Still, at least you're starting to see the bigger picture.
Mother.
Give it to her, Cher.
Certainly. Here, my lady.
What's this? Some kind of key card?
Correct. It opens the door to a passage that connects Ruhr City to the Iron Mine.
Wait,
There's really a secret passage?
The former chairman built it for use in case of an emergency. You'll find the entrance in the underground part of a maintenance room on the upper level of the city.
If we use that passage...
we should be able to completely avoid having to deal with the Provincial Army.
I'm not going to say thanks. Right now, I just believe this is the best way to press forward. And I'm going to tell you why through actions, not words.
Excuse us, Madam Chairman. We've learned a lot during our field studies, and we'll put it all to use to come out on top.
You don't need to worry about us.
They've grown a lot in the last 6 months. It's been a pleasure to watch them. Surely it wouldn't hurt to acknowledge that Lady Elisa has grown too.
She's still got a ways to go. If she wants to take the mantle of the Reinford Company from me, she'll have to show me she's got what it takes. Anyway, it seems all our principal players have assembled. Can I ask you to do one more thing for me?
Certainly.
It was that door, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Down we go.
Who would have thought there'd be an underground passage going all the way from Ruhr to the mine? Gwen really does think of everything.
Oh, you know Elisa's grandfather?
I've heard you two got along famously back when he was still living in Ruhr.
He taught me all kinds of great stuff. How to pick up girls, the best spots in the entertainment district, you know, the really important things in life.
It's not that I can't believe it, it's that I can. Two,
I can only hope to sit and learn at the feet of the master one day.
Still, it's probably thanks to him that Angie didn't go any further off the rails than she did.
Can't deny that.
That's nothing to laugh about.
I wonder if we'll seem as colorful to the first years when we're second years.
So, you think this is gonna work?
Clickety clack clack clack.
All right, that should do it.
What is this thing?
An orbital wave antenna?
It's currently in development at the Institute of Technology, but I managed to convince them to let me borrow it. It emits directional orbital waves to widen the area where you can transmit and receive signals. That means you'll be able to use your Arcus unit's communication functionality even down here in the mine.
That sounds pretty handy.
You can do that?
Yep. TLoH is busy gathering information on what's going on across the Empire right now. And I'll be able to pass that info along to you while overseeing this operation. But if things get too dangerous, I'll give you the order to pull out, so make sure you keep the line open.
Got it.
It'll be nice to have some support.
Well, if George is just a call away, we've got nothing to worry about.
Okay, I think it's about time we got going. And thanks again, everyone, for coming along. I've got my Arcus on me, so I should be able to hold my own in battle.
Always room for one more with us.
Your knowledge of the mind will really be invaluable.
I'm looking forward to seeing you clean up with those Taito skills of yours.
Ooh. Well, that's useful. Let me move her. Let me move her toward the front. Guess we could drop Machias for now. Look at her. She's so tall. Look at that. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just get going.
Looks like this is just a one-way path.
Ow.
Bring it on! Here we go!
Excuse you, but I can assure you I was quite busy.
Let's keep moving!
Oh, the active voice thing goes away. Damn. I was hoping that, you know, coming out of battle it would play it.
Let's get this over with.
I agree. Let's get out of here.
Let's keep moving!
I am despair. I'm despairing over that. I missed out on possible lines.
Oh yeah, TLoH's been pretty worried about all of you, you know?
Glad to know she's looking out for us.
Yeah, though I feel a little bad since we're making more work for her.
Thank God the reaction time sucks.
We've been walking for ages. How far are we at this point?
Judging by the distance we've traveled, I'd say we're about halfway.
How can you tell that?
You just kind of feel it. It's not fair. I had no chance.
Too slow! Go!
I have no choice.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess
There we go. There we go. I dealt with enemies. I've hit my quota. Let's go. You! Be gone.
This path's gotten real twisty all of a sudden.
I wonder if they built it like that to avoid the mine shafts.
If that's true, that must mean we're almost there.
Over there!
Looks like we made it.
This is the end of the passage. Must be. I don't see anywhere else to go but up. Well, we've walked far enough, and it seems like we're walking in the right direction. Time to do this. I'll bring up the rear. Damn. I've known you long enough. I know exactly what would happen if I let you go last. Oh, it's so they don't look at our vaginas. You don't have to spell it out.
This is pure bliss.
Stop that, Angelica!
Just kidding around. I love it when you're angry.
I swear, this girl.
Well, this is the mine, all right. It's got a nice intensity to it, too. Well, we got a Healy thing. We got a Healy thing and some stuff to do. I think what we'll do is end this episode here, and next time we will tackle the Sastion. I think it's Sastion mine. Whatever it is, the Saxon. We'll take on the Saxon mine next time. Thank you for watching Trails of Cold Steel. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. These videos would not be possible if not for the generous support of my patrons over on Patreon. You're seeing their names go across the screen right now. But beyond them, I also want to give special shout outs to my higher tiered supporters, and I'm going to do so now. First up, we have the Wayfinder tier, which includes Azure Counselor, Dronic LX, Javier Porksword, Losky 3, Matthew Cassidy, Mr. I Like Bacon, Nuclear, that's my best shot, I'm sorry, and the Dungeon Master. Thank you so much to the Wayfinders, but standing even above them, the most hardcore of my supporters, the organization, includes Colleen Suarez, KC, Lady Popcorn, and WTF Spider-Man. Thank you so much to everyone who chooses to support over at patreon.com/KZXcellent. Consider supporting so that I can continue to do the things. I'm sure there's like stuff on the screen now that's like, look at this, click on that, do stuff. I'm leaving. I gotta go. I don't know how to run this show. Bye-bye.